And welcome to week 7 of Communication for Education Leaders. Um, I've had a chance to review your photo journals from last week. They look excellent, and I also had a chance to read the reflections for this week's readings for those of you that submitted them. And I'm sensing a little bit of nervousness, if you will, regarding the assignment and the critical discourse analysis. And I want to start by saying that I recognize that for most of you, this is your first introduction to critical discourse analysis, and by no means do I expect you to be expert scholars by the time that this course is completed. Essentially, what I'm hoping that you do is based on the topics that you posted last week for the position papers prompt on your discourse analysis, is to really delve into those topics and analyze a specific discourse and what that discourse is telling us. So basically, what you're doing is you're presenting a critical read of your topic, reading between the lines, if you will, and demonstrating how politics and power are present in the discourse surrounding that topic. I just want to let you all know that again, I recognize that this is a new topic for all of you, and I don't want you to get too nervous about it. I know that I'm still learning and reading about critical discourse analysis, and I've been doing this work for uh, almost 10 years now. So do the best you can. Like I said, I'm not going to expect a doctoral level research paper. Again, this is just about you offering your critical insight and teasing out what is between the lines in the discourse that you're going to be analyzing, whether it be photos, whether it be film, whether it be policies, so on and so forth. And so for this week, what I really want to do is spend time developing your insight and your understanding of the background of critical discourse analysis, where it came from. And that was primarily what Luke, Wodak, and Meyer talked about. And I also recognize that those readings were by no means easy. So what I'm really going to try to get at this week is what your understanding of critical discourse analysis is as it relates to communication. In addition, for your position paper this week, the prompt is going to basically uh, serve as your initial attempt at critical discourse analysis, if you will. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to post yet, but it will either be a photo uh, or a short snippet from an email for you to analyze and see what ideas are present, what ideologies are present, what type of political agendas are present within the discourse that I present to you. And this will give you an opportunity, hopefully, to apply your understanding of critical discourse analysis. And again, we all read things differently based on who we are, based on our, what Trent talked about in terms of our identity and how we are named by others and how we name ourselves. So, you know, don't be worried as we go forward. This is an introduction to critical discourse analysis, and essentially, it's just my attempt to get you to really look critically at some of the informal things that we encounter on a daily basis, informal forms of communication. So, if you have any questions, I read that many of you were concerned and you had a difficult time reading the Luke article, particularly, as well as the Wodak and Meyer, actually. So email me if you have any particular questions. In addition, I know that a couple weeks back I requested that you contact me to set up a time to either Skype or have a phone call or set up a meeting in face-to-face in my office hours, and I didn't receive a response from anyone. So please be sure this week to contact me, and we'll set up a time to talk so I can kind of alleviate your concerns a little bit, hopefully. Um, but again, I don't want you to approach this assignment as if you should be an expert, because I recognize that you're not going to be an expert, because this is your initial introduction to critical discourse analysis, and we'll do the best we can, and we'll push each other to kind of develop our understanding of how power and ideology manifest themselves within discursive practices. With that, I have decided on the syllabus it lists the Carpenter and Diem article titled Guidance Matters, a Critical Discourse Analysis of the Race-Related Policy Vocabulary Shaping Leadership Preparation. And so, and then below that, it mentions that on the Course UNM Learn site there will be additional readings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to forego the additional readings and ask that you really delve into the Carpenter and Diem article and reflect back to Luke, Wodak, and Meyer and see what's present in the actual application of critical discourse analysis done by Carpenter and Diem, and hopefully that will get us to think a little bit further and more in depth about what critical discourse analysis is and alleviate some of our fears. That being said, like I said, feel free to email me if you have any questions or concerns regarding the proposals that are due on Sunday. And I'll do the best I can to alleviate those concerns. And just to go over the assignments that are due this week, I ask that you respond to a minimum of 3 classmate reflections by tonight, Monday, the 29th, by 11:59 p.m. And then tomorrow night, I will have a prompt posted by 11:59 p.m. that I'll ask you to respond to and actually conduct a critical discourse analysis. And then, of course, it's a very brief critical discourse analysis. And then you'll have to complete the Carpenter and Diem article for next week, and then your proposal is due on Sunday at 11:50 by 11:59 p.m. So, again, I noticed that a couple people did not post in the reflection, and I am assuming that that's because you may have or may not have had a difficult time reading the Luke, Wodak, and Meyer articles. If you're concerned about the way that you internalize those readings or interpreted those readings, don't be. And be sure to get your reflection posted as soon as possible. Again, my intention for this assignment is not to scare anyone away from this course, but just to get you to look at everyday communications a little bit more critically. Because as leaders, it's important for us to kind of understand what agendas are written into the documents we process, the policies we process, and the pop culture we encounter on a regular basis, whether it be with parents or students or teachers, and then also to help us understand how pop culture can be a teaching tool for both our teachers and for our students, as well as parents and community members. So please contact me this week. We'll set up a time to chat. I'll work to alleviate your concerns, and based on what you posted last week for the prompt, in response to the prompt, I really don't have any concerns for anyone doing well on this assignment. So shoot me an email. Have a wonderful week, and I look forward to hearing from you. All right, take care.